Hello students, in this video I will discuss the topic institutional support for a small scale industry. This is the topic of your unit 5. So let's start. So students, the institution to assist the SSI are two types. One is state level institutions. In the state level institutions there are following types of institutions. First is state directorate of industries, state small scale industries development corporation SSIDC, district industries center DICs, next state finance corporation SFCs, technical consultancy organization TCOs, and state industrial area development board SIADB. Second type of institutions are central government institutions. In the central government institutions there are following institutions. First is Department of Small Scale Industries DSSI, next Small Scale Industry Board SSIB, next Small Industries Development Organization SIDO, next National Small Scale Industries Corporation NSIC, next Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India ICICI, next Industrial Finance Corporation of India ICFI. So these are the mainly two types of institutions. One is state level institutions and other is central level institutions. Now students, let us see the Small Scale Industries Development Corporation SSIDC. So under the Companies Act, SSIDC are started in the 1956 in all the states. So these state governments undertaking take care of the growth and development need of village industries, teeny industries and small industries. So the main function of SSIDC are procurement and distribution of raw material, next supply of machinery on higher purchase basis, next providing assistance for marketing of the products of the small scale units. So this is the main function of SSIDC. So SSIDC are also provide construction of industrial estate sheds, providing allied infrastructure facility and their maintenance. It can extending seed capital assistance on behalf of state governments, and it also providing management assistance to production unit. So these are the functions of SSIDC, this and this. Now next institution is Small Scale Industries Board SSIB, Small Scale Industries Board. This is SSIB. So SSIB was started in 1954 by the central government with the objective of developing a small scale industry throughout the country. The development work of small scale industries involve various ministers and departments and other factors like landowners, financial institutions, etc. The director of the SSIB advises the government about various development activities of small industries and related matter. The committee governing SSIB consists of industries, ministers and various secretaries, member of parliaments, state government, industry, ministers and committee. Next is District Industries Center or DIC or single window concept. So the District Industries Centers DICs program was started during 1978 for promotion of small scale industries in rural area, services and supports to small entrepreneurs are provided under single roof through the DICs. The registration of small industries is done at the district industry center. The organizational structure of DIC consists of one general manager, four functional managers, and three project managers to provide technical service. The management of the DICs is done by the state governments. So students, let us see the functions of DICs. So first is to conduct industrial potential survey, keeping in view the availability of resources in terms of material and human skill, infrastructure, demand for product, etc. To prepare techno-economic survey and identify products line, then to provide investment advice to entrepreneur. Next, to prepare action plan to effectively implement the scheme identified. Next, to guide entrepreneur in matters relating to selecting the most appropriate machinery and equipments, sources of its supply, and procedure of procuring imported machinery if needed, accessing requirements for raw material, etc. So these are the some functions, and other functions are, it can also to appraise the worthiness of various proposals received from entrepreneurs. It can assist the entrepreneurs in marketing their products and assess the possibilities of ancillarization and export promotion of their products, to undertake product development work appropriate to small industries, and it can conduct artisan training program. So student, next important institution is technical consultancy organizations and TCOs. So in various states, TCOs were established to provide total consultancy services as a package under single roof. Overall, 17 organizations were started by the group of financial organizations like IDBI, IFCI, and ICICI. The activities of TCOs are as follows. First, identify industrial project and prepare feasibility survey report. Second, evaluation of various project proposal put by the entrepreneurs, and it can provide turnkey service in project reports, preparations, and project implementations. Now it can undertake market survey for various existing and new product. It carry out study on sick industries and advice for rehabilitation schemes, and it can undertake entrepreneur developments training program, and it can undertake consultancy for export oriented project. Students, next important institution is Small Industries Service Institute, SISIs. So the SISIs are set up to provide consultancy and training to small entrepreneurs, both existing and prospective. There are 28 SISIs and 30 branch. SISIs set up in state, capital, and other places all over the country. The main functions of SIs include to serve as interference between central and state government, to render technical support service, to conduct entrepreneurship development program. It can also initiate promotional program, and it can also provide economic consultancy or information consultancy, etc. So it can also provide trade and market information. It can also do project profiles. It can also provide state industrial potential survey. It can also provide district industrial potential survey. It can also provide modernization and in-plant studies, and it can also provide workshop facilities, and it can also provide training in various trade or activities. Student, this is the main function of SIs, which is Small Industries Service Institutes. Now student, let us see the next important institutions, which is Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India Limited, which is ICICI. So the ICICI was set up in January 1955 under the Indian Companies Act with the primary objective of developing small and medium industries in private sector. Now its issue capital has been subscribed by Indian Bank, insurance companies, British Eastern Exchange Bank and other companies and general public in India. So the ICICI performs the following functions. It provides assistance by way of rupees and foreign currencies, loan, underwriting and direct subscription to share, debentures and guarantees. It offers variety of financial service such as deferred credits, leasing credit, installment sale, asset credit and venture capital, and it guarantees loan from other private investment source. So students, next important institution is National Small Industries Corporation, which is NSIC. So NSIC was started by the central government in 1955 with objective of performing and developing SSIs unit throughout the country. So it started with multiple objectives of helping SSI units for providing machinery on hire purchase, assisting marketing and export, enlisting SSI units for tender participation in government purchases, organizing supply of raw material, training of personnel and assistance in modernizations on the units. So let us see the functions of NSICs. So the financial assistance by way of hire purchase scheme for purchase of local and imported machinery, the provision for various equipment on lease basis. Next, assistance for marketing the product in the country and also help in exporting the product of SSI unit. It can enlisting quality conscious goods SSI units for sending inquiries of government stores and purchase department. It can training of worker in various trade required for SSI units. Next, assistance in upgradation of technology processes and modernization of plant and machinery. So SSI can make bulk purchase of important raw materials and distribute to SSI unit at reasonable rates, and to develop industrial estate and testing facilities in the industrial area. And NSIC has got offices in various industrial sites and towns and having socio-economic approach in industrialization of non-industries area. So student, this is the basic introductions of NSIC. Now student, next organization is Small Industry Development Organization, which is SIDO. So this organization mainly created for development of various small scale units in different area. SIDO identifies the need of SSI units, coordinating and monitoring the policies and program for promotion of small industries. It undertakes various program of training, consultancy, evaluation for need of SSI and development of industrial estates. All these functions are taken care with the organization structure of 27 offices, 31 SISIs, 31 extension centers of SISI, and 7 centers related to the production and process development. So student, let us see the coordination activities of SIDO. So first, to coordinate various program and policies of various state government pertaining to small scale industries. Second, to maintain relations with center or central industries ministry, planning commission, state level industries ministries and financial institutions. And next, implement and coordinate in the development of industrial estates. Now student, let us see the industrial development activities of SIDOs. So develop import substitutions for components and product based on the data available for various volume wise and value wise imports, to give essential supports and guidance for developments of ancillary units, to provide guidance to SSI units in terms of costing, market competitions, and encourage them to participate in the government stores and purchase tender. Next, to recommend the central government for reserving certain items to produce at SSI level only. So students, let us see the management activities of SIDO. So first, to provide training, development and consultancy service to SISIs to develop their competitive strength, to provide marketing assistance to various SSI units, to assist SSI units in selection of machinery, locations, layout, design and appropriate process, and to help them get updated with various information related to small scale industries activities. So these are the management activities of SIDO. Student, let us see another important institution, which is Industrial Development Bank of India, which is IDBI. So the IDBI was established on 1st July 1964 under the Act of Parliament as a principal financial institutions in the country. In February 1976, the IDBI was made an autonomous institution and its ownership passed from the Reserve Bank of India to the Government of India. The IDBI provides assistance to small scale industries through its scheme of refinancing and through its bill rediscounting scheme, and its assistance to large number of small scale industries reaches indirect in the form of refining of loan granted by the bank and state financial. So in 1988, the IDBI also launched the National Equity Fund scheme, which is NEFS, for providing support in nature of equity to tiny and small scale industries engaged in manufacturing not exceeding Rs 5 lakhs in all assets. The IDBI has also introduced the single window assistance scheme for grant of term loans and working capital assistance to new tiny and small scale industries. The IDBI has also set up an voluntary executive corporations cell to utilize the service of experienced professional for counseling small units, teeny and cottage units, and for providing consultancy support in a specific area. During 1987-88, the IDBI sanctions assistance of worth 1500 crore to small scale industries, but out of total sanctions of 4580 crores. So this is the basic introduction of IDBI. Now let us see the students another important institution, which is Small Industry Development Bank of India, which is SIDBI. So the SIDBI was set up in 1989 as wholly owned subsidiary of the IDBI. The SIDBI does collaborative efforts to timely flow of credit for both term loan and working capital to small scale in collaboration with commercial bank. Earlier, the SIDBI was doing refinancing and discounting of bills. Now, in addition to this, it directly participates in equity types of loan on short term loan, working capital both in rupees and foreign currency, bill discounting, venture capital supports, and different forms of resource support to bank and other institutions. So students, among support functions, SIDBI finances for technology transfers and upgradations, quality investment, exports, environmental care, and industrialization. For these activities, SIDBI involves consultants and national and international level for improvements. So student, this is the basic introduction of SIDBI. So let us see next institutions. So students, other institution is Industrial Finance Corporation of India Limited, which is IFCI. So the government of India set up the Industrial Finance Corporation of India IFCI under IFCI Act July 1st, 1993. It has brought under Company Act 1956. The IFCI extends financial assistance to industrial sector through rupees and foreign currency loans, underwriting, direct subscription and shares, debentures and guarantees, and also offers financial services through its facilities of equipment procurements, equipment finance, buyers and suppliers credit, equipment leasing, and finance to lease, hire, purchase, and companies. So the financial resources of IFCI are constituted of three components. First is share capital, bond and debenture, and other borrowing. So the Industrial Development Bank of India, scheduled bank, insurance companies, investment trust, and cooperative banks are the shareholder of IFCI. So the IFCI has started new promotional schemes such as interest subsidy scheme for women entrepreneurs, consultancy fees, subsidy for providing marketing assistance to small scale industries. So student, let us see the functioning of IFCI. First, the IFCI lending operations have encouraged concentration of wealth and capital. So there are great delays in sanctioning loans and then making the amount of loan available. So the IFCI has failed to exercise necessary control over the defaulting borrowers. So student, these are the some facts about IFCI. So the important institutions related to the small scale industries are completed. This is the topic of your unit 5. So in next video I will cover the next topic of your syllabus. So thank you and take care.